I am prone to self-sabotage. So get ready for that. I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same. Well, we made it through the first week. Some say that's the hardest, and you know what? It kind of is. We procrastinate so much to get to that point, and you know, I'll start on Monday. I'll start after the weekend, after my birthday, after Easter, after Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever. You know, it's just excuses. Me, I procrastinated for 4 years. Ain't that some shit? Will I be able to see this through over the course of the next year? I sure hope so. Will I fall off the wagon? Absolutely. But not before I make this a habit again, this lifestyle. I made some pretty big goals before I started this. If you watched the last video, I set myself some pretty high bars to achieve. And I really failed two of those daily targets for injury or for whatever reason. But we're going to take a look to see if I actually lost any weight this week. And we're going to take a look at the side-by-sides to see if there's been any change in my body shape or composition over the course of the last 7 days too. Before we do that though, let's take a quick look at some of my musings from during the week. So today is day 2 and I have already got an injury. I managed somehow to sprain my right wrist doing push-ups. Yesterday I managed to do 40, today I've done 40 push-ups and I can't seem to grip or push or pull anything. I tried to work through it earlier on today, but it's now evening and it's got considerably worse, so I think I've just strained it a little bit. So we're out again, day 2, back at the park, well, just beside it. Went for a nice long walk. As I mentioned earlier, just strained my wrist a little bit too much with all the push-ups. Obviously being a fat bastard doesn't help. So yeah, it's going good. Obviously it's only just day 2. Weighed myself this morning. I actually put on some weight, which is normal. Muscle mass, water retention, all that jazz. But other than that, going strong, feeling motivated, and see you again tomorrow. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what the hell is this dude talking about? He's talking about taking it easy, not overexerting himself, and he's doing 2 walks a day or 2 workouts in a day. And you could be right, but I'm not really exerting myself. I'm just taking a little stroll. It's good to be active. To be fair, in my heyday, when I was training for marathons and triathlons more so, I used to live around 10 miles away from my office. So in the morning I would ride my bike to work. At lunchtime I was lucky, there was a gym and a pool on the roof. So I would go upstairs at lunch and have a swim for about 45 minutes or a 30-minute swim and a 30-minute gym session. And then in the evening, on my way home, I would run from the office to work, leave my bike at work. The next morning I'd run to work, same thing at lunchtime, and then I'd ride my bike home and repeat. So I was used to training 2-3 times a day. It wasn't an issue. The hardest part of that was consuming 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day. That was day 3, and luckily my wrist feels a lot better. Yesterday was a bit worrisome. I did start getting a bit concerned, thinking that I was going to have an issue with this wrist, and honestly I still might do, but the fact that it got better so much quicker is cool. So I'll probably stay off it still for a couple of days, just not to agitate it and let it just come back into place. And in the meantime, obviously I've got to find different things to do. Luckily I've got a bunch of these bands around the house, so I'll be using them for various different exercises. One of the things that I can do, obviously if I'm going to focus on chest to get rid of these titties, is chest exercises. So there are a multitude of exercises that I can do using the bands. I'm going to show you just one that I can do here with the band, secured around the door handle. Let's get to it. So it's just basically just like doing on like a bench press, or if you're on the machine in the gym, which I don't usually use, but the pecs machine, just to do seated press. Day 3 after today's exercises, back out, having a little walk around the park, probably do 2 tours, 2 laps. Yeah, feeling good. Honestly, was feeling a bit lethargic this evening. I had to wait around for people to turn up and do stuff, and it was getting kind of late, and I was really close to feeling the way, like, you know, you just don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything. So I was struggling with that, and I think this is why this channel and doing these videos and being accountable has been really helpful. Day 4 peeps, still at it. I have to say, it's been easy getting out every day. So, but you know, when you get back onto it on a daily basis, you start feeling, and especially doing the push-ups and doing these band exercises now, muscles are a little bit sore. You end up feeling a little bit tired and lazy, but feeling good overall. Definitely pleased with myself for coming out every day, just making that little bit of extra effort. So if you're struggling, put on your running shoes and pop outside. If you're watching this, let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment down below. Any words of encouragement would definitely be helpful. Hi everyone. So it's the morning of day 5. I'm not going to lie, I didn't get much sleep last night. Actually, I don't get much sleep in general, maybe 4 or 5 hours a night. I don't have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble feeling tired, that's the issue. Sometimes I'm mentally tired and I just don't want to go to bed. Anyway, that's another story. I am going to be extremely honest today. I woke up, I'm a little bit chafed. That's always a good sign. I haven't been chafed for ages, so a little bit chafed around the back. So I'm just gonna take it easy until this afternoon. I honestly don't have the motivation to work out, but I'm going to anyway. I've got some work to do. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that my wife's out of the house for the next 4 or 5 hours and just get through some stuff because I'm working from home at the moment. Yeah, just, I don't usually, you know, last night I fancied something sweet. I very rarely eat, I don't have a sweet tooth at all, don't eat cakes, I mean, I have an odd biscuit here and there, but last night I was just craving something sweet, so I had baked some fresh ciabatta the day before, so just cut a few slices, put some, it's like sour cream, and some jam on top. On its own, it wouldn't be an issue, you know, but I didn't just have 1 or 2 slices, I had like maybe 4 or 5 slices. It wasn't big bread, you know, big slices, it was just small, but still, nonetheless, it was 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was. I mean, so probably wasn't the smartest move, especially with weigh-in day coming up. But yeah, day 6, and it's all good. Honestly, yesterday, I literally did bare minimum. I got around 25 minutes rather than 30. I didn't do any workouts at all. I just thought it's a good idea to let my body rest a little bit and not over push it. I was knocking out some long walks. Let's try and zoom this out. I was putting in some long walks, and even though I couldn't do any push-ups, I was doing some band exercises. So yeah, my body, just to my body, just told me to stop, calm down for a day. So I did. I didn't want to push, burn out in the first week. I definitely don't want any more injuries, so just have to be smart about it. So let's take a look to see what happened on the scales. You can see here that I I was actually a few hundred grams heavier this morning than when I started a week ago. However, I did weigh myself a couple of times during the week and I had gone up to 149 kilos. So I'm happy that while I am putting on muscle, while I am building muscle, I'm also losing weight. I'm not too fussed about the weight in the first few weeks, actually. And if I wasn't doing this for the tubes, I probably wouldn't even weigh myself, to be honest. I did take a rest day from working out, from doing push-ups or using the bands on day 5. And my body just was in shock the first week, especially when you're doing cardio or some form of cardio and working out every day, especially when you've been sedentary for a few years. It's a shock to the system. The body just said, take a time out, and I did. I still walked for 25 minutes that evening, just to get the body warm and the blood flowing. But I didn't work out that day, and I felt much better for it on day 6 and today on day 7. Been getting better, faster times, moving quicker, feeling lighter. So that's been really good. Let's talk side by sides. Honestly, you can't tell the difference. Maybe on my face a little bit, especially when you look on the side by side, and possibly my hairline probably receding a little bit further back. I really didn't expect to see much of a change in the first week, so it'll be interesting to watch. I do feel that my arms are bigger, and I probably should have taken measurements before I started. I might do that tomorrow. Get the wife to get the measuring tape out and get her to fill me up. On that note, thank you for watching. 2 videos up next week. One will be the workout routine and the running program, running schedule. I know people have been asking about that, and also the update at the end of next week. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys back here soon.